Stop everything you're doing right now because what I'm about to share with you could mean the difference between getting money that's rightfully yours or missing out completely. December 26th is coming up fast, and something critical is being mailed out to every single Social Security beneficiary in America. I'm talking about 75 million people, and if you're one of them, you absolutely cannot afford to ignore this. Listen, I know times are tough right now. If you're a senior in America struggling to make ends meet, trying to stretch every single dollar just to cover your medications, your rent, your groceries, I see you. I understand your struggle. And that's exactly why this video might be the most important thing you watch this month. There's a document coming in your mail that could directly connect to that $2,000 stimulus payment everyone's been talking about. And I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why it matters, and what you need to do the moment it hits your mailbox. Welcome to Money Pro. And if this is your first time here, let me tell you what we're all about. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to help everyday Americans, especially seniors and folks living on fixed incomes, understand their benefits, protect their money, and get every single dollar they deserve. I don't use fancy jargon, I don't complicate things, and I definitely don't waste your time. Everything I share here is practical, real-world information that you can actually use. So if you're tired of feeling confused about Social Security, Medicare, disability benefits, or any government program, you're in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Now let's get into exactly what's happening on December 26th. The Social Security Administration is sending out tax documentation to every single person who received benefits in 2025. If you live here in the United States, you're getting something called an SSA 1099 form. If you happen to live overseas, you're getting an SSA 1042S form. And I can already hear some of you saying, wait a minute, I don't even file taxes. Why should I care about some tax form? I'm just going to toss it in the trash. Please, whatever you do not throw this document away. I'm going to give you 5 rock-solid reasons why this piece of paper is absolutely critical to your financial well-being, even if you've never filed a tax return in your entire life. Let me be crystal clear about who needs to pay attention here. If you're collecting Social Security retirement benefits, this is for you. That's about 52 million Americans right there. If you're receiving Social Security disability insurance, known as SSDI, you need to watch for this. That's roughly 9 million disabled workers who depend on these benefits every single month just to survive. If you're getting supplemental security income, that's SSI. Even though that money isn't technically taxable, you still absolutely need this form. For all the widows and widowers out there receiving survivor benefits, this is coming your way too. And here's something really important. If you're one of those heroes who served our country and you're receiving both VA benefits and Social Security, you need this document for the Social Security portion of your income. But here's the really big one that affects a lot of you watching right now. If you were one of the lucky beneficiaries who received back pay from the Social Security Fairness Act, meaning you got that lump sum payment and your benefits went up in 2025, you absolutely must pay attention to this form because you might have tax liability on your hands that you don't even know about yet. The bottom line is simple. If Social Security paid you even one single dollar in 2025, you're getting this document in the mail. Now let me break down the 5 critical reasons why you need to keep this safe. First, this form shows the exact total amount of money that Social Security paid you throughout the entire year of 2025. Here's what most people don't realize, and this is super important. This information isn't just being sent to you. Social Security is sending this exact same information directly to the IRS. Think about that for a second. If there's a mistake on this form and it shows that Social Security paid you way more money than you actually received, the IRS is going to come knocking at your door wanting taxes on money you never even got. Now listen, I'm not trying to scare you here. Mistakes are pretty rare because these systems are usually accurate, but they do happen sometimes. When you get this form, take 2 minutes to look it over and make sure the amount matches what you actually received. If something looks wrong, you need to call Social Security immediately and get it fixed. Second reason this matters. This is your official legal proof of income. And let me tell you, this document can open doors for you. Say you're trying to buy a car in 2026 and the dealership needs to verify your income. You pull out your SSA, 1099, and boom, you've got proof of exactly what you receive every month from Social Security. Maybe you're applying for housing assistance because rent keeps going up and you can barely afford to keep a roof over your head. They need proof of income. This is it. Food stamps, energy assistance, heating help in the winter, prescription drug assistance. All of these programs need to see documented proof that your income qualifies you for help. This form is your golden ticket. For seniors struggling right now, and I know so many of you are, this document could be the key to unlocking additional assistance that you desperately need and absolutely deserve. Third reason, millions of Social Security beneficiaries do file tax returns every year, especially if you have other income coming in from a pension, part-time work, rental property, or investments. If that's you, you absolutely cannot complete your tax return without this form. Your tax preparer is going to ask for it on day one. Tax software won't let you proceed without entering this information. Even if you've never filed taxes before, but something changed in 2025, maybe you sold your house, cashed out a retirement account, or received that big Social Security Fairness Act backpay. You might need to file this year, and if you do, you'll need this form in your hands. Fourth reason, and this is huge for a specific group of people. If you received a large lump sum payment in 2025 because of the Social Security Fairness Act, first of all, congratulations. That's money you earned and deserved. But second, you need to understand that lump sum could create tax liability. The SSA 1099 is going to show exactly how much you got, and that information is absolutely critical for figuring out if you owe taxes on that money. I've heard from people who received back pay checks ranging from $10,000 all the way up to $50,000 or more. Some of that money might be taxable, and you need to know your situation. Look at that form carefully, and if you got a substantial lump sum, seriously consider talking to a tax professional. Now let's talk about the fifth reason, and this is the elephant in the room, that $2,000 stimulus check that keeps getting mentioned. Let me be completely straight with you here. We don't know for certain if this is actually going to happen. The president keeps saying it's coming. His advisors keep confirming it, but we don't have concrete legislation passed yet. I'm not going to sit here and promise you it's definitely happening, but I'm also not going to tell you it's not happening. What I'm going to tell you is this. If you want to be in the best possible position to receive that money quickly and easily if it does happen, you need this document. Here's why. When it comes to distributing stimulus money, there are always rules, income thresholds, and parameters. Sometimes you need to prove your income falls below a certain level. Sometimes you need documentation to verify your eligibility. In rare cases, they might even require you to file a tax return to claim it. Now, generally speaking, stimulus payments are based on your income level, not on whether you filed a tax return. I still believe that's how this will work. But here's my thinking. If for some weird reason they decide you need to file a return to get that $2,000, then you absolutely need this tax documentation to do it. And here's what I really need you to understand, especially if you're a senior living on a fixed income and struggling to make ends meet. By default, your income is almost certainly going to be below whatever threshold they set for eligibility. If you're living on $1,500 a month from Social Security retirement, your annual income is only $18,000. If you're on SSI getting the base amount of $943 per month, that's only about $11,300 per year. These are not high incomes. You're struggling. You're barely getting by. And you're going to qualify for help if they send out these payments. This SSA 1099 form is your proof. It's your documentation that says, look, this is my income. I'm way below any reasonable threshold. I need and deserve this help. So what do you actually do when this document shows up? You're going to receive it one of two ways. If you have an online My Social Security account set up, you can access it electronically, usually before the paper version arrives. That's the fastest way. Otherwise, you'll get a physical paper copy delivered to your mailbox sometime after December 26th, probably in early January 2026. Here's your action plan. Step 1. Open it immediately the day it arrives. Don't let it sit in a pile of mail. Step 2. Verify the numbers are accurate. If you got roughly $1,500 a month all year, it should show around $18,000 total. If the numbers look completely wrong, call Social Security right away. Step 3. File it somewhere safe. I mean actually safe. Wherever you keep your birth certificate, insurance papers, and other important documents, that's where this goes. Step 4. Keep it for the entire year. Don't throw it away in February or lose it in April. You might need it to prove your income for that stimulus payment, for assistance programs, for Medicare extra help, or for anything else that comes up. Step 5. If you file taxes, give this to your tax preparer. If you don't file, that's fine, but still keep it safe just in case. Look, I know navigating all of this feels overwhelming sometimes. I know you're tired of confusing forms and uncertain situations. I know you just want clear answers about money that's rightfully yours. But here's what I need you to remember. Being informed is your superpower. Understanding what's coming in the mail and why it matters puts you miles ahead of people who will just toss this form in the trash without thinking twice. You're here watching this video right now, which tells me you're someone who takes action, someone who seeks out information, someone who's going to be prepared when opportunity comes knocking. So when that SSA 1099 arrives after December 26th, you're going to know exactly what to do with it. You're going to verify it's accurate, file it somewhere safe, and have it ready for whatever comes next, whether that's filing taxes, applying for benefits, or yes, potentially claiming that $2,000 stimulus payment if it actually happens. Knowledge is power, and right now, you have the knowledge you need to protect yourself and your money. Don't let this opportunity pass you by.